here. When you have this question, by the way, all of these are fairly related to exam style or past paper questions. So when you have this question in front of you in an exam situation, the question asks you to find x. Using the previous knowledge we've learned, what do you think is starting point? I keep using the word starting point. That sort of thing, yeah. So I know it definitely looks like a trigonometry topic. In trigonometry topic, we know that one side, another side, the angle in between. So by looking at information, what sort of direction I'm heading? What? Sine rule?
It's not close rule.
Yeah. Sine rule is A over sine A, B over sine B, C over sine C. Well, at the moment, if we're not sure where we're heading, sine rule says side, opposite angle, side, opposite angle, side, opposite angle. So I must choose two angles in sine rule, because side, opposite angle, side, opposite angle. In here, I only know one angle in between. So that gives me enough information. I cannot use sine rule.
So use cos rule.
I use cos rule. So let's have a look. Cos rule says this square is equal to that square plus this square minus 2 times this cosine angle in between. So that sort of information you must tell yourself that is the starting point, and you are confident that is the way to go. So let's have a look. So 13 square is equal to
X minus 4.
that square plus
X plus 4.
square minus 2 lots of
30.
sides in between and cosine angle in between. That statement shows the completion of cosine rule.
Would you get a mark for writing that in a test?
Definitely, that's the correct starting point. I say this again, I don't want people just watching, copying, that's pointless. I want people to actually understand what's going on. So I think I've explained the reason why we choose sine rule. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions here before I move on? So 13 square is, now I'm gonna expand brackets now. All the rest is pretty much just term 1 algebra skills. Okay. So, what do I get?
2AB
Which is?
negative 8x minus plus 16.
From here to here, by now people should be really confident. Next bracket, x squared plus 8 squared plus 16. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Minus 2a plus b, a minus b. Seeing it so many times that is important. You can see that only we're using term 1. Pretty much many other questions through year 11, year 12 would have this a plus b, a minus b is a squared minus b squared. Is that okay?
Yeah.
What's cos 60? Special angle. Cos 60 is sine 30.
0.5.
Sine 30 is half. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, 2 and 2 cancel. 2 and a half is 1. Yeah? 2 times half is 1. So cancel. So 169 x squared. So that cancel. Yes?
Yes.
So x squared plus 32 minus x squared plus 16. Follow?
Yeah.
Minus 60, minus plus 16. That's 1. So that will cancel. Yes?
Yes.
So x squared plus 48 equals 169. Follow? So x squared equals 169 minus 48. X squared equals 121. Then x is plus minus 11.
Wow.
Because we are dealing with measurements, what do we do with that answer?
You write it sentence thing.
So we say x equals 11. Only.
Does it can't be minus?
Because we can't have negative answer.
Oh yeah.
Now, finish this question, now honestly ask yourself, is this doable by yourself completely from beginning to end? I think so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you didn't do it by yourself from beginning, ask yourself where I got to stop. And do that sort of reflection, get in the habit of doing that, then you will see yourself progress in year 11, year 12. But what I don't want to happen is every new question given to you, even though have no idea where to start, then we want to do a question and reflect what we've learned in doing that question. So next time we have a similar thing, you will be able to do it by yourself. All good? Let's move on to this sort of thing. Definitely not guarantee you have this in yearly. Okay? Very common asked question. Now, when we have log here, so I have said log something minus log something, that's enough information to give me a hint what sort of log laws I need to use. Last term we've learned approximately 5 log laws. So one of which says subtraction becomes, anybody remember?
Division.
Subtraction becomes division. Excellent. So log 10 x plus 4 x minus 5 equals 1. That's what I mean by subtraction becomes division.
Yeah.
Once you've done that, so from here to here, you need to know that particular skill. You need to know that particular skill. Subtraction becomes division, addition becomes multiplication. Those things you have to be really, really familiar with. Now here, how do I from here move on to next step to find x? I see that's the base 10. So we say that we need to be fairly comfortable and confident from log to exponential and exponential to log. So the base is 10, the power is
1.
So from here to here is the log law. From here to here is exponential to log, which you need to be comfortable transferring those two things. Now 10 to the power 1 is
10.
How do I do here now? From here, hopefully just year 10. So x plus 4, is equal to 10 x minus 5. Yeah?
Yeah.
You guys can finish the rest. Can I stop here?
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yes.
This sort of thing I'll also see many times in past paper. So when x is the power or index here, one pretty useful technique is I'm going to take logs both sides. So let's write this down technique. Take logs both sides. So that's one of the pretty useful technique. So I'm going to take log 5 to the power x, log 7. So from here, that's original question, yeah? From here to here, take log both sides. Then, again, one of the important laws we've done last term, when we had the power there, what does it remind us?
Bring to the front.
Bring to the front, excellent. You must know that those log laws. Okay, x log 5, log 7. From here, I hope it's pretty obvious.
Yes.
You just right hand side divided by the left hand side, and finish. Okay, so not terribly difficult to do, but it does require you're familiar with the technique, you're familiar with the log law. Any questions on here?
Are the log laws on the formula sheet?
Yes.
Are they?
Yes. Not every log knows though, but most of them they are there.
Okay.
Are you gonna read the question?
Okay. So in the HSC, there are many questions related to show that. So used to this sort of language and style. If you take out the last few years HSC question, I pretty much guarantee every year got to show that question. Okay, what does it mean by show that? So whenever you have a question that says show that, don't assume that's true to start with. You're gonna prove that's true basically, because many students just start to use that as a fact. Then you pretty much it's gonna get 0. They're not going to even read it.
So does that mean that sometimes when you get that question, it could be false?
No, it's gonna be true, but you cannot assume left-hand side equal to right-hand side already. You're gonna use whatever technique to prove left-hand side does equal to the right-hand side.
Got it.
All right.
Do you use the
So like remember like in generally speaking, which I said many times, when one fraction equals another fraction, we can use what method?
Cross multiply.
Cross multiply. Excellent. However, because it's a show that question, I cannot use cross multiply, even though it's fraction equals fraction form. At the moment, we don't know it's true or not. Alright? At the moment, we don't know it's true or not. So we cannot use cross multiply technique. Focus, guys. So what I'm gonna do is, what sort of context is this chapter? What question?
Trig.
Trig.
Identity.
Excellent. Trig chapter. Yeah. And I've seen that expression. Whenever I see that expression, I'm thinking,
sine squared plus cos squared equals 1?
ah, you guys are great.
Very much said it too.
So that is a very, very, very important trig identity.
Wait, was that?
Okay. We use that pretty often. Okay, watch carefully. 1 plus.
Did you sneeze?
Alright, how do I? How do I rewrite sine squared theta? According to that.
Sine squared theta equals 1 minus.
Excellent, and you must know that. So it's alright. So original is sine squared theta. Now I've converted that into this expression. You okay with that?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
1 plus cos theta. We're almost finished. Down the bottom, when you see this expression there, what are you thinking?
It's the same as sine squared theta. And it's on the
Back
bottom.
to, I'll give you a hint, back to term 1,
It's 1.
the first few weeks.
Cancel out.
What's 1? 1 square.
1.
What's 1 square minus cos square theta? What's, think about algebra.
Difference of two squares.
Difference of 2 squares, excellent.
Oh!
I keep saying those things are so important.
Yes, Ethan can.
So it's 1 plus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta.
Oh, God.
A plus B, A minus B, used every chapter. Alright? Now, you can see those two terms that I can cancel now. Isn't it this right hand side?
Yeah.
Yes.
What a magic.
Wow.
Then, you finish, you can say equal to the right hand side. Then
Oh.
you've successfully proved the show that question.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah?